Let's build your first MCP server. Then I'll show you the 4 things that take it from a quick demo to something you'd put in front of real users. MCP, the Model Context Protocol, is basically USB-C for AI tools. Instead, you build one server that exposes your capability, and any MCP-aware host can plug in. Write once, use everywhere. 3 roles. The client inside it speaks the protocol. We're focused on tools today, because that's where the action is. One more concept and then we build. Standard I/O runs it as a local subprocess. The host starts your server and pipes messages to it. Streamable HTTP runs your server as a remote service instead, which is what you want for multi-user or hosted setups. Let's build. Make a project, then install the official SDK, plus auth, which we'll use for schemas, and you'll see in a second why the schema does double duty. New file, source/index.ts. Import the SDK, import auth, and create the server with a name and a version. Now the important bit, registering a tool. The name, get_forecast. I'm not describing the code, I'm telling the model when and why to use it. One definition, 2 jobs. Then we connect over standard I/O log to standard error, never standard out. That's the protocol channel, and we're done. Compile it with the TypeScript compiler. If something's broken, you'll be debugging through the model's behavior, which is the worst debugging experience there is. One command, npx, the inspector package, then the command that runs your server, and it opens a UI connected directly to it. There it is, the tool, its schema, and a live call. The server works. Now let's give it to an actual assistant. Restart Claude, and there it is. Claude looks at its available tools, sees our description, decides this is a weather question, and calls getForecast with Adelaide as the city. Notice what happened. I never taught the model about weather. That's the whole idea of MCP. Quickly, the Python version, because it's even shorter with fast MCP. The type hints become the input schema, and the docstring becomes the description the model reads. Everything else in this video applies to both languages equally. Okay. Here's where a demo and a product diverge. And if you take one thing from this video, take this. Don't. The model doesn't read your code, it reads your names and descriptions. 1. Expose the dozen operations an agent actually needs, not all 80. 2. Say when and why to use the tool, not just what it returns. 3. Reading is safe. Tag them. And 4. Constrain your schema. And to actually ship it, 4 more. Auth and secrets. Your server holds credentials. Safety. For anything with side effects, human in the loop. And observability. Log every call with a traceable ID. Same discipline as any public API, because that's what an MCP server really is. Last thing. It's mechanical. You point it at an API, and it generates a governed MCP server with a consent gate, egress control, secrets handling, and audit trail built in, and it runs where your data lives, not in someone else's cloud. That's a product, and I'll link it below. So go build one. Build an MCP server for a system you actually use, wire it into your assistant, and watch it do real work. Code and links are in the description. See you in the next one.